Hi there, and welcome to this day in history for January 18th. January 18th is the 18th day of the year in the Gregorian calendar, with 347 days remaining to the end of the year, except for leap years, when there's 348 days remaining to the end of the year. Right now, we're looking at words that have entered the language in the last 25 years, and today's word is selfie. Pretty sure everyone who would be viewing this video would know what a selfie is, but I'll tell you anyway. A selfie is a self-portrait, usually taken with a phone camera. The etymology of this word is, of course, from the Old English word self, and the earliest documented use of this word is 2002, but of course we know that words are nearly always used for a while before they're documented. So early 2000s to late 1990s for sure. I placed a link in the show notes to some selfie memes. And before we move on, I want to mention that links to my research are included in the show notes, and to ask you to hit that like button and remember to subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know what you think in the comments and share this video. Thank you so much. And now we're going to get started in the year 1778, when James Cook was the first known European to discover the Hawaiian Islands, which he named the Sandwich Islands after one of his sponsors. In 1803, President Jefferson requested funding from Congress for the Lewis and Clark expedition. 1912. Now, I've mentioned before that up here in the Northern Hemisphere, we're in the middle of winter, or whatever winter we're going to get in January. But in the Southern Hemisphere, it's summer. So, anyone who thinks they want to explore Antarctica, this is the time to go, because it's summer in the Southern Hemisphere. And so it is that Robert Falcon Scott reached the South Pole on this day, only to find that Norwegian explorer Roald Amundsen had beat him to it. And I want to remind you that just because it's summer in the Southern Hemisphere doesn't by any stretch mean that Antarctica is any kind of pleasant or easy place to visit. No. So, not only disappointed that Amundsen had beat him there, now he and his crew had to make their way back to base camp, which wasn't any picnic on the way out, and I'm sure it wasn't any more fun on the way back. On January 18th of 1919, the Paris Peace Conference opened in Versailles, France, looking to begin the long, complicated negotiations that would officially mark the end of the First World War. And I just realized as I started reading that there's been more than one peace conference in Paris. In 1950, China and the Soviet Union formally recognized the Communist Democratic Republic of Vietnam and agreed to provide them military assistance. In 1958, the National Hockey League became integrated when Willie O'Ree took to the ice with the Boston Bruins in a game against the Montreal Canadiens. This marks the anniversary of Barry Manilow's first #1 top hit with Mandy in 1975. And on January 18th, 1985, the Coen Brothers released their debut film, Blood Simple. And that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Again, links to my research are included in the show notes. Give it a like if you enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section, and share this video with others, please. While you're hanging out on the internet, check out my other channel, 8 Susquehanna. There's a link to that in the show notes as well. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Okay, let's try that again. The first president to travel. I am happy to report.
Your call cannot be taken at the moment, so please leave your message after the tone. Thank you.
I don't know how all that's going to go together, or if it's even going to make it to the video. We'll just see. Changing it up.